And then we've got Pageau, who did a large response to Gavin. It ended up being a 2-hour conversation. Now, I'm glad that Pageau's out here doing these kinds of responses. I haven't watched this, but I mean, like, why are we even, that's what I don't understand is why are we even taking seriously people who are at gay churches? I don't understand that, why we're supposed to take these people so seriously. And why are we giving the benefit of the doubt? Oh, he means well. He just doesn't understand. It's just a misunderstanding. No, it's not a misunderstanding. Gavin Ortlund's dad is a massive DNC supporter. Gavin Ortlund's dad co-pastors a church with people that are gender affirming for kids. Gavin Ortlund's church literally hired a pastor knowing that he was on the down low relationship, in a marriage relationship with a dude. Why are we even taking this person seriously at all? That's what I'm trying to say, is like, we're over here trying to, we got to be serious. We got to respond. We got to give a No, we don't. Like, these people are not serious, because almost all of their apologetic, when it's not just bitching about icons over and over and over, is piety signaling. They've spent the last several years resting on how they're morally superior to me and everybody else because they didn't call somebody fat. They didn't make a fat joke. They didn't do this or that. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure sodomy in the Bible is way worse than a 4-letter word, especially since the King James Version uses 4-letter words. But we're supposed to take all these people super seriously when they're actually pieces of garbage. They're actual pieces of garbage, dude. Literal gay church is one of these Skittles circle people. He's a pastor at Albury's gay church. John Piper's son. This is so crazy, because I'm starting to think that the whole evangelical world is all butt buddies, dude. Because guess what? The way they interact with you is not the way that normal men interact. Okay, let's look at Tim Gordon. Tim Gordon is heterosexual. He's got, 9 kids? And when you make fun of Tim Gordon, he makes fun of you back and you get to be buddies. Tim Gordon is a normal dude. The rest of this sphere, whether it's Trent Horn or whether it's Gavin Ortlund or whether it's any of these other people, they act like passive-aggressive gay dudes, closeted gay dudes who will do anything but actually confront the issues because they're cowards and pussies. And then the rest of their whole stuff is just how they're morally better than everybody. And they know that the evangelical world is a bunch of low-tier, emo-motivated people. I mean, just look at the way that the people at evangelical worship services act. Like, they act just like the San Francisco gay choir, dude. The whole thing is emo. It's all feely-based. Debate man make me feel bad, therefore I don't like him. That's why I shared Anthony Westgate's video, because you can't tell the difference between the gay men's choir and Gavin Ortlund's worship service. Where's it at? Shit, now I can't find it. Oh. Also, by the way, these people they're really dumb. Like, they can't even tell when you're joking, right? Like, when I make pay piggy jokes and I'm like, I demand 1 Bitcoin for answering super chat questions, and they act like that's not obviously being, exaggerating and being silly. Here we go. Tell me this isn't like evangelical worship.
No, we ain't gonna take it.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. Anyway, that will ding the copyright on the last thing here. So I'm not gonna give energy to the gay men's choir. But why are we giving so much energy to the gay men's choir over here with Gavin Ortlund, dude? Come on. So I'm just gonna hit this highlight here because ain't no way I'm gonna watch Gavin Ortlund talking for 2 hours straight. So let's see what the highlight is here in this video.
It was basically a stack of quotes affirming theosis among Protestants. And I was just blown away at how many there were. But in my mind, I make a distinction between how salvation works, healing, process, etc., and who gets it. And so this issue is still over here on my mind of where my concerns are that are most resonant in this discussion of just who gets it and how do we know who gets it and how do we get it? And
you only have to be concerned about yourself, Gavin. You don't have to be concerned about, this is why there's.
So this is highlighting really the issue with these people is the boundaries of the church. None of these people can actually delineate or tell you the boundaries of the church. Now they can bitch and whine all day long about how they think exclusivist ecclesiology is mean, but we all know the ecclesiology the first 1,000 years of the church fathers countless times over is exclusivist. If you're not in the one Holy Catholic Apostolic Church, could you put some honey in that for me? Thank you. Then you're not within the bounds of the normative means of grace. That's simple. So people are acting like, oh, he's just a good faith interlocutor. No, he's not. He has a vested interest. His dad works with elements of large NGOs, leftist NGOs that are literally about promoting ecumenism, which is intended to undermine Christianity in the West to make it a tool of Americanism. His dad literally is a mega Kamala supporter and is one of the co-pastors at this big gay church that they run. Why are you even giving this person the time of day?
Very few pronouncements in the church about that. This is beautifully, what Saint Theophan answers to the Inquirer. He says, I want to read it to you because it's such a great little quote. He says, "You ask, will the non-Orthodox be saved? Why do you worry about them? They have a Savior who desires the salvation of every human being. He will take care of them. You and I should not be burdened with such a concern. Study yourself and your own sins." That's what we have to be worried about. We have to be worried about our own salvation,
I hear that in the sense that we shouldn't think we need to make a judgment and say, I'm God and I'm going to say what's going to happen. But in the sense of wanting to have an urgency to evangelize and knowing who needs.
I mean, we ought to just say straight up, yeah, you're not the church. And we don't make determinations on individuals' destinies because we don't know that. But you're not the church. Just simply say you're not within the bounds of the way that the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed defines the church. It's that simple. We need to just be straight up with these people instead of pussyfooting around and trying to, because these are not nice people. All of the niceness from these people is a facade. It's a front because they're literally at Butt Buddy Church. Like, don't you guys understand that? The facade is part of the selling point, the sales pitch. If Gavin Ortlund was serious about Christianity, he would not be promoting his dad's Butt Buddy Church. He wouldn't be there. He would at least be in, even if he thought Protestantism was true, he would be at some confessionally consistent Protestant church. Okay. But these people get money from leftist and Democrat Party foundations. Again, look at Ruslan. I mean, it wasn't but a couple years ago when he was pushing Andrew Torba. He was pushing BLM. And the surest sign that people are serious about their conversions, right? Because people say, well, we got to give people the benefit of the doubt. Well, yeah, you can give people the benefit of the doubt, but if after a few years they're still pushing crazy shit and they're still grifters like Nala Ray, then obviously it wasn't sincere. It's not that hard to figure out. I mean, imagine being an apologist for 20 years. And how many years has Gavin been an apologist? He can't say what the church is and isn't. Well, of course he can't, because it would damage his whole ecumenist brand. So you got to understand, this is a battle with ultimately ecumenism. And it's like the time for just acting like everybody's sincere and we're all going to play nice. It's just over, dude. People are done with the fake niceness. The whole reason that what we're doing is popular and debates are popular is because, can you put it on the book next time? Because it's really loud when you slam it on there. What are you doing? Oh, that's okay. So, the whole reason debates are popular is because people are tired of, well, got popular. I mean, to a degree, they're still popular, but people got tired of all of the, fake niceness. And so to act like it's still 2016 and we're all going to be, chill, high IQ academics doing intellectual debate, that doesn't exist anymore. Thank you. That doesn't exist. It's over. And people can go read the church fathers themselves and you can see, well, the church fathers weren't passive aggressive weirdos, dude. They weren't in butt buddy church. They weren't in rap church. They weren't at monster truck church. They weren't at God Logic, whatever that is, made up church. None of that.
To be evangelized. I actually think we should be very concerned about others' salvation. And I think this is one of those areas where, as we're talking again, maybe we could sort of come around together.
Yeah, you missed the whole point of that. The point was not that you don't care about other people's salvation. The point is that you're not making a judgment on people's destinies because you don't know their destinies. It doesn't mean that you don't care. In fact, if I care about these people, I would tell them that they're not in the church. This is what you don't understand. Like, heresy in the Orthodox perspective kills the soul. Heresy is worse than unaliving people. Don't you understand? Everybody's morals are all effed up and inverted. These people think saying a 4-letter word is worse than killing the soul. They have way jacked up morals. And even some people in the Orthodox world can't even figure this out. They think how you act in terms of the internet. No. Heresy is 10 times worse because it kills the soul than saying the word shit. It just is. But all these people care about is performance and optics and looking good and virtue signaling, piety signaling. That's way more important to these people than something that kills the soul.
And realize we're kind of coming at it from a different angle, because surely you're not saying we shouldn't care if other people are saved. I know you don't believe that.
All right, this is too low IQ. He's not even saying this guy doesn't get words, dude. It's like, these people are midwits, man. I don't care what degrees he has. And again, this dude is a complete I think this dude is a snake, man. I don't care how nice. The nicer a person pretends to be online, and I had a famous Orthodox priest tell me this too. He said, in my experience, the nicer people pretend to be, the more jacked up and demonic their real life is. Well, that's my experience with a lot of these online nice boys, is that, I mean, the niceness is for public consumption. There's no telling what these people are up to in the real life. So look, you want to be at Butt Buddy Church? You think that's who we got to take seriously? I don't take you seriously. So